This is a work by Dede Eri Supria, an Indonesian painter who is well known for his photorealistic and sometimes surrealistic paintings. If we look at his range of artworks, some questions will come to mind. Who are these people? Where are they located? Why do they look so solemn? And why is this whole painting so dystopian and melancholic? Okay, so let's dive a little deeper. We begin with the subject matter. You will tend to see the human figures positioned in a variety of urban environments. However, there is a strong pattern amongst these environments. They are urban settings undergoing change. In all that is left but a panorama, a local is seen to be bending her back in the middle of the painting, harvesting rice. Yet surrounding her are towering structures of steel scaffolding, as if there is a construction of a building happening right next to her. In the labyrinth, two boys are surrounded by a maze of cardboard that continues excruciatingly to the background, ending with large billboards of chili sauce on fries. It can be imagined that these cardboard boxes are slowly meandering and changing shape, rendering anyone who is trapped in the maze in a state of confusion. This juxtaposition of figure and environment reflects the key subject matter that Dede is presenting, the urban situation in his home country, Indonesia. Dede is an Indonesian painter who is concerned with the urban dilemmas that he faced in his country. Indonesia is a fast-growing nation of 263 million people, rapidly urbanizing in many cities to reap the benefits of the global economy, especially in Jakarta, the capital of Indonesia. This was where Dede was born. While Indonesia attempts to modernize at rapid speed, they sweep many natural environments and transform them into bustling cities at the expense of treasured flora and fauna. Many of the locals who used to live in villages and work in farms want to seize the opportunity to increase their standards of living, so they travel to these cities looking for new high-paying jobs. Yet most of them end up doing physical labor to build cities, live in squatters as they cannot afford to pay for higher living expenses. They are surrounded by global brands that reflect the constant import of Western products into the city. Some even resort to performance and entertainment, selling their culture in the name of tourism rather than religious and cultural purposes. So in Dede's own words, we witness every day the struggle of urbanites to survive in Jakarta. These people arrive from villages far away, live in the slum at the heart of the city amid grand buildings. Or perhaps they come from the fringes of Jakarta, go early in the morning to work, and come back late at night. Just like boxers, these urbanites fight and win the game in order to live. They must struggle with dirty and harsh jobs, with garbage, used cardboard boxes, used things, pollution. It is clear that Dede is making a social commentary through his paintings. He hopes that through his works, he will bring awareness towards the changes in his society and expose the plight of the underprivileged. He hopes that viewers can identify the results of globalization on the country, the exodus of locals to the city in search for a better life, the harsh working environment of the working class, the erosion of culture and traditions due to increasing consumerism and American hegemony, the defenseless consumers towards consumerism, the sense of alienation, the lack of camaraderie amongst the community, the lack of mutual concern and empathy for each other, especially between people of different socio-economic status. This is seen through the jarring juxtaposition of people and the concrete and metallic jungle, highlighting the struggle that people face as they come to terms with changes brought upon by modernization. Dede also hopes to highlight that the true heroes of globalization are none other than the locals themselves, the people who took that brave step to travel from the comforts of their home to build these cities. The irony? Only the rich are reaping the success and a comfortable life in these cities and not the poor who built them. So as learners of art, we should consider three things when we look at his artworks. The first one, his choice of medium. He could have used a photograph to capture the plight of the locals in an objective manner, yet he chose to paint. So what do you think are the benefits of painting over photography in portraying these social issues? Second thing to consider is his treatment of subject matter. What is the effect of his subject matter's level of realism? Why does he paint in such a realistic manner? And why does he sometimes paint with a surrealistic manner? How would the audience feel if they see the subject matter portrayed in such a manner? For example, the fetal position, the somber facial expression, the dirty school uniform or the jumpsuit, the dark skin tone, the languid and indolent pose, the messy environment, the small figure amidst the vast environment. And the third thing to consider, what aesthetic qualities did Dede use to strengthen his intentions? So compositional techniques that you have to look at. How does he draw emphasis to strengthen his intentions? How does he use contrast? How does he use directional lines? How does he use balance or imbalance to strengthen his intentions? How does he use repetition to strengthen his intentions? How does he use color? How does he use lighting? How does he manipulate space and depth? And how does he manipulate scale of the painting in relation to the viewer? The list is not exhaustive, but you can see how Dede manipulate images to convey strong messages, to jolt viewers from their comfortable worldview and see another reality that is hidden from them. This is the power of Dede, the social realist and surrealist painter who uses art as a powerful vessel that brings to the forefront the hidden urban dilemma of the locals in Jakarta, and perhaps in every other modern capital city in the world. Dede found his role as an artist in contemporary society.